Welcome back to the Houston Texans newsroom, your primary destination for the most comprehensive coverage of everything happening at NRG Stadium. I am your host, and today we have a developing situation that has the entire city of Houston on edge. As the Texans prepare for their critical Week 16 showdown against the Las Vegas Raiders, a dark cloud has formed over the practice facility. Our primary focus today is on the defensive cornerstone, Derek Stingley Jr., who is currently navigating a significant new injury concern that could have massive implications for the Texans' postseason trajectory. Head coach DeMeco Ryans addressed the media earlier today, and the news regarding his star cornerback was anything but certain. Ryans confirmed that Stingley is currently grappling with an oblique injury, a diagnosis that has immediately shifted his status to day-to-day as the team ramps up its preparation for the Raiders. For those who have been following Stingley's career, the mention of an oblique issue brings back some haunting memories from earlier this season. This is not the first time the elite defensive back has had to deal with this specific type of muscle strain. If we look back to Week 3, during a heated divisional clash against the Jacksonville Jaguars, Stingley was forced to exit the game prematurely due to a very similar oblique problem. At that time, the injury was severe enough to sideline him for the remainder of that contest, sending shockwaves through the coaching staff. Fortunately, in that instance, the recovery was swift. Stingley managed to return in Week 4 without any visible limitations, eventually disappearing from the injury report altogether within a fortnight. However, the fact that this issue is resurfacing now in the high-stakes environment of mid-December is a major red flag for the Houston training staff. The concern here is whether this is a recurring chronic issue or a fresh strain that happened during the Week 15 battle against the Arizona Cardinals. In that game, Stingley was his usual productive self, participating in 85% of the defensive snaps and recording 3 tackles, including 1 crucial tackle for loss. On the surface, he looked like the dominant force we have come to expect, but clearly something went wrong beneath the surface. The statistics don't lie. Derek Stingley Jr. has been a revelation this year. In 14 games, he has been the definition of a lockdown corner, racking up 30 combined tackles, 12 passes defended, and 3 massive interceptions. He is one of only 4 players in this high-flying Texan secondary to record 3 or more picks this season, proving that he is the glue holding this unit together. But the injury news doesn't stop with the defense. DeMeco Ryans also dropped a bombshell regarding the offensive backfield. Both Nick Chubb and Woody Marks are also currently carrying the day-to-day label. Chubb is reportedly dealing with a rib issue, while Marks is nursing an ankle injury. The timing is particularly frustrating dealing the physical identity this team tries to establish. Ryans did offer a small silver lining, noting that Marks likely could have returned to the game against the Cardinals if it had been an absolute necessity, but the team opted for caution. Now, the evaluation process begins in earnest. The medical staff will be watching these 3 key contributors like hawks throughout the week. The question now becomes, how do the Texans handle this from a strategic standpoint? They are scheduled to face a Las Vegas Raiders team that is currently reeling. The Raiders are coming off a humiliating 31-0 shutout loss at the hands of the Philadelphia Eagles and are currently trending towards one of the worst records in the National Football League. This creates a fascinating dilemma for the Texans front office and coaching staff. Do you push Stingley, Chubb, and Marks to play through the pain to ensure a victory and solidify your playoff seeding? Or do you take the long view approach? With the Raiders' offense struggling to move the chains, this might be the absolute best time to give Derek Stingley Jr. the rest he needs to ensure his oblique is 100% for the postseason. Playing a compromised cornerback, even one as talented as Stingley, carries the risk of a long-term tear that could end his season entirely. The same logic applies to Nick Chubb. The veteran running back has fought through so much to be on the field, and risking a more serious rib injury against a struggling Raiders defense might be unnecessary if Woody Marks or the depth chart can handle the load. However, the NFL is a league where you can never take an opponent for granted. DeMeco Ryans knows this better than anyone. His philosophy is built on preparation and toughness, and he will likely want his best players on the field if they are even close to being ready. As we move deeper into the week, the practice participation reports will be the most scrutinized documents in Houston. If we see Stingley there in a limited capacity by Thursday, it will be a huge boost to the team's morale. If he remains a non-participant, the alarm bells will start ringing even louder. The Texans have built something special this year, and Derek Stingley Jr. is a massive part of that identity. Losing him now would force the defense to reshuffle their entire coverage scheme right as the games become most important. We will continue to monitor the reports coming out of the facility every hour. Make sure you are subscribed and have your notifications turned on, because this story is moving fast. The road to the playoffs is never easy, and for the Houston Texans, that road just got a little bit bumpier with these latest injury updates. Stay tuned as we bring you more on the status of Stingley, Chubb, and Marks as Week 16 approaches.